On March 11, 2011, Japan experienced one of the most catastrophic events in recent history. A massive 9.0 magnitude earthquake hit Fukushima, triggering a tsunami that wiped out everything in its path. Just when it seemed things couldn't get any worse, the disaster led to a meltdown at the nearby nuclear power plant, releasing radiation and forcing everyone to evacuate. The death toll quickly reached 20,000 people, and 164,000 more were displaced from their homes and businesses. More than a decade later, much of Fukushima remains a ghost town, and today we're venturing into one of its abandoned neighborhoods, where cars are still parked in driveways and streets and homes still stand the way they were left, like stepping into a moment frozen in time. Join us as we explore these heartbreaking remains and uncover the stories left behind. Alright guys, so we're starting off the video right here in front of the house that belonged to the Hiramoto family way back in the day. It's a beautiful brick house, and if we just look around, we could see that there's so many houses along the street and neighborhood as well. And the cool thing is there are quite a few cars left behind just on the streets and in the garages, which is pretty insane. And so we have that one we just saw, and then this Suzuki Wagon R just off the bat, and I'm sure we're gonna find more as we continue walking along the streets. And so let's start with this house right here. We have a beautiful emblem right here of the name of the family that used to stay here. A lot of bugs are already crawling around, and I mean the sign is just almost completely gone just because of all this vegetation. You could kind of barely see the house anymore, which is pretty sad. But I mean, it's a beautiful brick house, kind of cool wall on the side of it as well. And it's very mossy too. So let's turn in here real quick and let's get an alley in between the Hiramoto house and this one right over here. It seems like someone already broke in and made an entrance to this one, as you can see there. And there is a way in to look inside as well. I mean, everything is still inside, of course. Look at all this. All of these houses are gonna have everything inside: furniture, jewelry, money, all that. Of course, I'm joined by Decay Midwest. What's up?
We gotta be careful because the guard will start his shift, so.
The guard, yeah.
And he's like right next to here.
So we gotta stay careful around that road, yeah. But right here we got the back door, of course, sliding doors, and just a bunch of pottery and storage, lawn furniture, all the way over there. There's still mail in the mailbox. It's all chewed and all gone, but there was mail left. So we're gonna skip that house because the guard, we just spotted him on that mirror right there. So it's very scary. He's right there. You can see us at any time. So we're gonna skip that one and we're just gonna walk along this road right here. And so it seems like this one is unfortunately way too overgrown. It's locked and it's infested with spiders. And so I don't think we're gonna be able to make it in this one. But right next to it though, we have a good thing. We have the Suzuki, and so we're gonna check it out. I mean, it's a typical Japanese boxcar. I suppose we're seeing a lot of these around. It is pretty slick though. It does look cool. And oh, look at all the moss just growing all about. It even has a lot of belongings inside. They had a trunk load of stuff right before the disaster happened. Whoa. It's locked, unfortunately, but I mean, the entire front is now just completely overgrown, and I doubt it's going to be visible for much longer. And then now we have this other house. This one has a car as well, of course. Take a look at this beauty, just under the carport. But that doesn't mean it's preserved, as it does have a lot of decay to it, a lot of moss and just other overgrowth all over it. Oh look, all those knickknacks on the windshield right there. And that's the house it corresponds to, with a massive spider right over there. Now let's avoid that spider and get inside this house and see what's up with it. Well, first thing we see, I mean, floor is pretty bad. It's completely caving in over there as well. So this is pretty sketchy, but we're gonna keep going around. Over here on this desk, we even have a driver's license. Look at that one right here. That is pretty wild. A lot of coins all around this table right here. And some playing cards for a trading card game I do not know. A lot of desk space too. Pretty cool. The announcements are just ending now. Very creepy, very eerie to, hear those pretty much every hour. But let's continue on going. Right here to the right, we have the front door. And of course, this is where you put your shoes in. We have the shelving for that right there. And another calendar from March 2011. Just to remind us what happened here. This flooring is not good at all. If we look up, take a look at that water damage. Wow. And on the other side, we have this TV. And a lot of game controllers on the bottom too. So definitely some gamers in here. And over there by the window, we got some magazines, DVDs, things like that. But let's go up, see what we could find. Seems to be pretty well lit up. Got some windows on the right side, rooms on the left. Whoa, we got a Gucci bag right there. Take a look at that. That's pretty wild. Let's be super careful as we walk through. I do not want to fall through a floor. Look at that though. We got some credit cards and then this is the second room of the upstairs. Again, pretty messed up because of the earthquake, very sad. The floor is sagging over there too, so I don't really want to walk over there, but we have a pretty nice chandelier up here. Look at that one. Really cool designs on the side of it. But, over there, just clothes and a desk. But look at this beautiful house with, of course, another car. So this one is a Gino, and it seems to have some stickers on it. So they could have modded the car a little bit, but a lot of moss and everything just all over now. I do like this car a lot better than the other ones we've seen. And so I do want to show you guys a little view of what the inside looks like. It's pretty cool, don't get me wrong, but it's really nothing up to the Fukushima standards that we want. We still have all the umbrellas right by the door, all the shoes and whatnot just scattered around. And everything of course is left. However, we want to focus on the houses with a lot more stuff left behind and that are a little less trashed. So let's keep moving on and we'll see what else we could find. What? And so unfortunately, a lot of the times these houses have gone looted. Everything was left behind, from jewelry to money to personal belongings to cars, of course. But rotten people do go around, they break in and they steal a lot of things. So we're just gonna take a look at all the outside, see all the cars, and if there's really cool stuff inside, then we'll venture into. So these roads are not overgrown because the guards do still drive over here. But all the houses are abandoned themselves. They're on every single corner. There's so many around. Let's see if this one's any good. Whoa. Holy car. Almost all of these houses have cars left behind. Look at that one. It's nice and red, completely hidden. I don't think I would have seen this if Decaying Midwest didn't point it out. That's insane. Look at all the vegetation. Whoa. It's locked? Oh man. Wow. Very cool house layout though. I like this a lot. Alright, since that's locked, let's go back on the road and we'll keep moving. Let's go with this one right over here. So of course this one, we can already see everything inside from the windows. It seems like this one is going to be a little bit trashed, but it's unlocked. So as soon as we get inside, this is the front entranceway. A lot of shoes. We have a whole cupboard full of them. And a lot of dead plants as well. I'm sure they have these as decorations, but they're all gone right now, unfortunately. Right behind us, through these kind of little curtains, we have what seems to be kind of like a main living room. We have the stairs on the left, a lot of clocks still hanging on the wall, even this kind of old antique phone. But this is the really cool part. Look at all these wallets right here. All these used to have money in them. People unfortunately probably went through all this and took a lot of it out.
It's a little pack or nothing. There's a coin in here. Bet you it's a 1. It looks like Chinese actually.
Yeah.
So these owners might have been Chinese.
Could have been.
Inside of here, there's a
Whoa.
card.
It's probably for some local business.
And like a wet wipe.
But I mean, yeah, here we have it. This is the living room. A lot of stuff all over the floor and just in a mess. And you gotta think, a lot of this stuff is in bad order because of the earthquake that originally happened, right? Entire walls of businesses collapsed. And so it was a terrible earthquake. Here we have it. This is still preserved because of the glass kind of covering it. And so we have a lot of stuff falling against it. And then right over here, we have a calendar from March 2011, as usual. And then we also have the entrance to the kitchen right over there, full of old food and cutlery. But without further ado, I think we should head upstairs and see what's left. We have a lot of mail, other papers right over here. There's even some sort of mattress or drywall that's kind of covering it, so that might have fell with the earthquake too. So there's just a line of books on the stairs. And of course we have a giant window right up top. And the inside of regular Japanese homes on the second floor, they are usually pretty cramped. They're not big. They just have some basic bedrooms. And this is the first one that we're gonna see. Really good natural lighting too, coming in from this. And I mean, you could see that this used to be a balcony, but it's all gone. I mean, I'm sure you could stand out there with a nice table, chairs back in the day. Definitely not anymore. I don't think this was a bedroom though. Maybe a little living area for the second floor, because we do not have a bed here. We just have this basic couch right here. A few cupboards behind it, of course, with probably everything still left inside. And then, I mean, just a speaker system for entertainment. And we even have some medals right over there and other basic things. So right over here we have the next room, and this is the actual bedroom, the main one of this house. So it seems like it was a small family that lived here, and it doesn't even smell abandoned. It smells like just Japanese perfumes and scents. We have a lot of clothes right here, and especially in the closets we have a lot of linen and bed sheets, things like that. A lot of storage though throughout that wall. And also this pretty creepy kid's toy. Look at how weird that looks. And a taxidermied bird. That's really cool. These have not been ran through by looters either. Very cool looking. And a lot of the doorways, they don't have doors. They just have these little privacy curtains going down. So that's really cool too. We have a driveway right here. We thought it was a dead end, but look at this beauty. Just a truck completely overgrown. Another traditional Japanese car. Trucks here are very, very small. So as usual, we're gonna start off right at the front door, and directly to the left, we have quite a lot of shoes right here, just in these cupboards. And then even a bunch of baby ones right here. So they definitely had little kids living in this house. As soon as you walk in though, we have the kitchen, of course, with tons and tons of meal items and preparation tools. On the floors, we see they're very dirty and sticky because of all the condiments. What's up?
Don't like this.
What is that? Oh my gosh. Is that how they sell it?
Yeah.
Whoa. Let's continue exploring the home. So we have a whole painting just with a puzzle. Very cool. I'm sure they spent a lot of time on that. And of course we have the kitchen directly to the left. A lot of animals have rummaged through everything pretty much. And so right here we have the living room. Pretty futuristic. It does look really cool. We have some leather furniture right off the bat. And so these people definitely had money. We have 2 sliding glass doors right there, bringing great natural lighting in. And right below us, we seem to have the main dining room table with a pretty expensive looking watch right over there. So I'm sure that was a lot of money back in the day. In addition to that, we also have a bedroom right on the right. This one is a little thrown about. Unfortunately, a dead plant right here, some more alcohol. Here we have the living room. First thing we see, the old guitar, clock right on top of it, TV. And I mean, it's a pretty cool setup. I'm sure the TV would have been up there back in the day, and a lot of sunlight coming through these windows back in the day too. Not anymore because of all the vegetation. And on the wall, of course, another calendar that we're way too familiar with, March 2011. Then we have this doorway, and that leads to probably the master bedroom. This is where the parents would sleep. We have a big bed right there, pretty fancy looking, cushiony chair. But I mean, a lot of stuff on the floors, even in these boxes right here. And we even have quite a few family photos. That's crazy. Those are the people that lived here, the 2 kids. And some of the work that the dad was probably into. He was in construction, it seems like. It was like stepping back in time and, you know, being able to tell what was up with their lives. With that mask right here, a PS2, and a lot of games. And then we have some snake decorations up on the wall. Pretty scary to see, since we've seen quite a few snakes slithering around on our journeys so far this trip. And it seems like there's an office space right here, and then right behind it is where you put all your clothes. And so that beautiful house is on this kind of dead-end driveway with, of course, the truck as well. So let's go down back to the road and let's find the next house. Look at these 2. Very cool looking. The cars will be parked right here, it seems, but they're pretty small. Cool car tires there. All right, but let's check this one right here. Sliding doors for the front and shoes right on the right. Let's see what we could find. A lot of cobwebs. Other than that, this one does seem to be kind of empty. Not sure why. Maybe the family came back illegally and took most of what they could, or even they fled with everything when the original disaster happened. Who even knows? Holy, that's sick. Yeah, good find, dude.
Go put him back.
Yeah.
Poor little guy.
So right here we have the living room, it seems, maybe the dining room, and a little sunroom all the way at the end. Got some couches, furniture, and this room actually has quite a lot of stuff left. Wow, look at all this stuff. Holy. Seems like a little shrine, kind of. Very cool. Oh, that's where the turtle was. And so that's the house we just came out of, and we're gonna explore the one directly behind it now. Hopefully it is open. Whoa, look at all that stuff. So here we have it. That's pretty cool. So I'm not gonna lie, the first floor, it's not the best. I mean, we have the dining room right here, the kitchen directly to the left too, beautiful chandelier, and just general belongings all around. If we turn around, we have what seems to be a small living room. Pretty cool, main table, a lot of stuff left, clothes, and in here, in the closet area, a lot of storage, and even a big safe down there. So I definitely wonder what's in there. Could be a lot of valuables. I wish we can get inside there. But I did want to film this house because the upstairs is pretty cool. So let's go up here and show you guys what's up with it. I mean, this is the first room we're checking out, and it was pretty evident that the owner of this house was a painter. A lot of paintings and, you know, drawings all around this place. We even have some trophies right down here, and a lot of personal knickknacks on each of the drawers and whatnot. Right here is the master closet. Seems to be used for storage. A lot of stuff just pretty much everywhere. Snowboards and fishing rods, so definitely outdoor people. Here's some more views of the paintings. We got a traditional Japanese town in this one right here. It's pretty cool. I do like it a lot. Right here on this cushion, we have quite a few old games, PlayStation 2 ones. Of course, more paintings. And then we have a lot more clothes sitting in the closets. And then we have 2 bedrooms over there, and it seems like a little living area as soon as you get to the second floor. And so we have a lot of manga here. Those are the Japanese comic books and just other things like that for decoration and entertainment. And this is the room on the left. This seems to be one of their bedrooms. They didn't have a bed frame, they just slept with a cushion on the floor. And all the way over there, it seems like we have a pretty old-fashioned PC with a lot more manga all around. It's very popular here, and even more on the right. Seems like these people definitely liked cars though. There are quite a lot of them scattered around. And then across the hall we have what seems to be the office. Very cool. So this is definitely where they got their work done. More books on the side. But I mean, we have some writing utensils, clocks, papers, things like that. Things you'd find in an office. Even some old clothes hanging up right by the window. Are we gonna keep moving on back to the main road? I think security is starting to ramp up now, so we have to be very careful. We got here, it was like 5 a.m. and now it is 6:46. I think we're good. But this is straight out of an apocalypse. Cars just left on the street. Beautiful car. We'll move our way up there though. Let's make a hard left and walk into the next home. Very overgrown pathway up to it for sure. I mean, the leaves and vines are completely overtaking the front doors, which have been boarded a long time ago. Let's get inside. We took a little look around this place. We went upstairs, we went through all the rooms. Honestly, it does not look that good. This was pretty much the only cool thing here. Giant wasp nest just in this little case. It's not really that good to Fukushima standards. They only have a few pretty set up rooms, but that's pretty much it. Let's keep moving on. Let's go to the next house. Here we have it. We've seen this car all the way down the road and we're kind of making our way to it, but
This is a worker's truck.
holy, this is so apocalyptic, just on the street.
Literally on the street with flat tires.
Yeah, they got up and left. It was just here for parking one day and they had to leave. This whole area is just abandoned. All these houses are just gone and overtaken. It's insane. God, this is not good. There's tire tracks right there, so they do 100% patrol here. We even have these footprints. These were not here by us. These were not made by us. Big spider web here too, but we have to be very careful here. Footprints in here?
Yeah. There's
Oh my
footprints in the
gosh.
driveway. Fresh tire tracks. Literally
Oh,
footprints.
shoot.
Yeah, I don't think we should be in this one.
No, definitely not. Let's get out of this area.
Looks super cool though.
Does it?
Yeah. Just briefly show you guys what it looks like.
Yeah. Living room.
Skip this one due to safety reasons.
Calendars, but yeah, we're gonna do this really
Getting
quick.
caught here.
So guys, if we're caught anywhere in the no walk zone, inside the buildings, anything like that, we pretty much disappear. We go into jail for about 60 days and that's it. And then after that, they could book you back in jail. So this is no joke. We have to be very careful about this. So we're gonna get out of this one and we're gonna see what we're gonna do. Because this is pretty scary, seeing footprints and car tracks all over. I think this is the end, yeah. There's a house here back in the day. It's collapsing though pretty bad. And I mean, of course everything was left, but the bamboo is just overtaking this place completely. Yeah,
Where they take their break.
this is the dead end. So, I mean, after seeing the footprints and, you know, it being the end of the neighborhood, I think we're just trying to shut off the video right here and end it off. We have the main road all the way over there. We can kind of see cars barely passing. But, I mean, yeah, look at the overgrowth. Pretty insane. It's just going to continue like this. We're in this kind of garage of a house we already went to, and we have a kid's bike. And, I mean, a lot of leaves all around. This is a whole kind of carport area, but these are the bikes they would probably go to school with and work and every day. And now it's just all overgrown. Very crazy. Cleanup of houses or even neighborhoods are near impossible in the Fukushima exclusion zone, not only because of the radiation, but officials also must receive permission from homeowners to demolish their property. If they don't get consent, they must leave it alone. Thank you for watching.